Hello and welcome. Tonight, we're looking at a concerning trend sweeping across the United States. In November 2025, a new wave of economic anxiety is palpable as American consumer confidence has taken a significant dive. What are Americans really facing right now? Let's break it down. The numbers tell a stark story. The latest Consumer Confidence Index, a key measure of how ordinary people feel about their financial futures, has tumbled. This November, the index dropped sharply to 88.7, a steep decline from the 95.5 reading just a month prior. This isn't just a number on a chart. It reflects a genuine shift in the national mood. We see it in the worried faces of families planning their budgets, in the hesitation at the grocery store as price tags seem to climb ever higher. It's the feeling of an emptying wallet, a growing sense that the cost of living is outpacing the ability to earn. This drop in confidence signals that for many households, the economic ground feels increasingly unstable. It's a clear sign that Americans are growing more cautious, bracing for what they fear might be tougher times ahead. After a period of relative stability, this sudden downturn has caught many by surprise, leaving them to question what the future holds for their financial well-being. The optimism that was slowly building has been replaced by a familiar sense of unease as people across the country begin to tighten their belts once more. So, what's behind this sudden drop in optimism? There are several powerful forces at play. First and foremost is the persistent pressure of rising inflation. This steady erosion of purchasing power means paychecks just don't stretch as far as they used to. But perhaps the most significant recent blow was the long and disruptive government shutdown that gripped the nation. We saw empty streets and cities dependent on government activity and small businesses that rely on federal employees as customers struggling to stay afloat. Walk through many commercial districts, and you'll see the evidence. Restaurants are getting busier, shops are seeing more foot traffic, and some service-based businesses are hiring again. For the workers and owners in this sector, there's a small but tangible sense of hope. It's a sign that underlying consumer demand hasn't completely vanished. People who delayed spending during the shutdown are now cautiously returning to their old habits. The tangible pressures of daily life are overpowering the abstract good news, leaving many to wonder when, or if, the broader economic recovery will ever reach their own household budget. The path they choose will have significant consequences. The outlook for inflation remains a major wildcard. If prices continue their upward climb, consumer spending, the main driver of the U.S. economy, could falter as people are forced to cut back even more. The job market also hangs in the balance. Will the recent rebound in service sector hiring be enough to offset anxieties in other areas? Or will uncertainty lead to a broader hiring slowdown? Consumer surveys provide some clues. Quotes from ordinary Americans reveal a trend of cautious spending, with many planning to delay big-ticket purchases like cars or appliances. People are saving more for a rainy day and focusing only on essentials. The next few months will be critical in determining whether the economy tips toward a genuine recovery or slips into a period of prolonged stagnation, guided by policy decisions and the collective sentiment of the American consumer. Beyond the data and the charts, this is a story about people. Let's imagine a few scenarios that are playing out in communities across the country. Think of a small business owner, perhaps someone who runs a local cafe. She's looking at her rising supply costs for coffee beans and milk, and she's agonizing over whether to raise her prices and risk driving away loyal customers, or absorb the cost and watch her already thin profit margins disappear. Or consider a young family sitting at their kitchen table, poring over their monthly budget. We are navigating a landscape filled with mixed economic signals, cautious hope, and widespread uncertainty. The resilience of the service sector offers a reason for optimism, but the heavy burden of inflation and the lingering memory of recent instability are weighing heavily on the minds of millions. Staying informed and alert will be key for everyone.